the Pacific Theater. A war unlike any other.
Engagements often occurred at ranges under 30 yards.
In these conditions, the U.S. Marines deployed a weapon
that would challenge every Japanese assumption.
Japanese doctrine, prepared for rifles, machine guns, and mortars.
Shotguns? To them, those were for hunting birds.
an oversight that would prove significant.
America brought nearly 100,000 shotguns into service.
Japan knew they couldn't win an industrial war.
Their solution was spiritual power, superiority in close combat.
Their tactic: night infiltration.
Followed by overwhelming force with the rifle and bayonet.
But the American shotgun invalidated this entire tactical framework.
The Model 97, a John Browning design, lacked a trigger disconnector.
Hold the trigger. Pump. Fire. 6 rounds in 2 seconds.
Each shell contained 9.33 caliber pellets.
In the jungle, missing was nearly impossible.
The Model 1912, a safer, internal hammer design, soon followed.
At 30 yards, the pattern was 30 inches wide. Perfect for limited visibility.
Guadalcanal, the first major offensive.
The Battle of the Tenaru! Colonel Ichiki and his 900 men!
But look at the reports. 789 Japanese killed.
The primary killers were machine guns and 37mm canister. Shotguns are mentioned only in passing, if at all. They were used, but primarily for perimeter defense and patrols.
But even there, a critical problem emerged.
The environment: 100% humidity.
Standard shotgun shells used paper hulls.
Paper absorbs moisture. They swelled to the point.
They became impossible to load.
We had to hammer them in. In combat? Useless. In New Guinea, the problem was even worse.
Army units requested shotguns, then left them in rear areas.
They trusted their Garands and Thompsons instead.
Despite this, training continued.
They learned slam fire, bunker clearing.
But look at the numbers: 306 shotguns per division.
Most went to military police and pioneer battalions.
They represented less than 2% of a division's small arms. In WW1, Germany filed formal protests against the shotgun.
Japan. Complete silence.
Not one diplomatic protest. Not one training document mentioning them.
Post-war interrogations, they discussed artillery, ships.
And they talked a lot about flamethrowers. The Japanese changed their entire defensive doctrine to counter the flamethrower.
But not the shotgun.
Read the greatest memoirs. Sledge at Peleliu and Okinawa.
He never mentions shotguns. Not once.
Leckie at Guadalcanal. Also absent.
It was good for night watch. But when the real shooting started,
You wanted a rifle.
there was also the logistical problem. Shotgun ammo was heavy and bulky. Rifle and machine gun ammo always came first.
The Philippines. The Army requested shotguns for urban combat in Manila.
In theory, they were perfect for room clearing.
But the Japanese learned to barricade, keeping their distance. Again, flamethrowers and demolitions did the real work.
Iwo Jima. Theoretically, 918 shotguns were present.
But this was a battle of artillery and tunnels.
The M22 flamethrower could project fire 40 yards into a cave.
The shotgun couldn't compete. $26,000 U.S. casualties.
No records attribute any.
To a failure of shotgun tactics. The paper hull problem persists.
Finally, a solution arrived.
The M19 shell. 100% brass. Completely moisture-proof.
It solved the problem. The shotgun was finally reliable.
But it was too late!
The last great battle, Okinawa.
This was not a jungle war.
The Japanese had abandoned banzai charges. They fought from bunkers.
Once again, tanks and flamethrowers dominated. The now reliable shotgun was used for mop-up operations and by military police. Secondary roles.
The historical record has a striking gap.
We have data on artillery, machine gun ammo,
flamethrower fuel. But we have no meaningful effectiveness studies for the shotgun.
America produced hundreds of thousands of them.
Many never left the United States.
They were used for ship security, base guards, and training.
Compare it. The flamethrower is in every report.
The BAR was central to Marine Squad doctrine.
The shotgun, despite its potential, was never fully integrated.
Maintenance records show rifles and machine guns worn out from combat.
Shotguns primarily needed cleaning from storage corrosion.
Other Allied forces fought effectively in the jungle.
Without widespread use of shotguns.
Even in Korea, Pacific veterans chose the Garand.
They would return in Vietnam, but again.
As a specialized weapon for point men and tunnel rats.
So why does the myth persist?
Popular culture. It's dramatic.
The image of a Marine clearing bunker with a shotgun. It's powerful.
Even if, in reality, it was the flamethrower doing that job.
The shotgun represented American pragmatism.
Each squad was supposed to have one.
Half the time it stayed with the company gear. Too specialized.
The brass-cased solution had arrived.
It arrived just in time for the planned invasion of Japan. Planners requested massive allocations for urban combat.
A battle that never came.
The story of the shotgun in the Pacific isn't about technology.
It's about a failure of the most basic logistics.
The Japanese were unprepared for the shotgun.
But it didn't matter.
Because the shotgun itself was rarely ready for the fight.
Japan's lack of response wasn't an oversight. It was an accurate tactical assessment. They focused on the weapons that were actually killing them. America could produce thousands of shotguns. But couldn't make its ammunition work in the jungle.
Popular culture. It's dramatic.
The image of a Marine clearing a bunker with a shotgun. It's powerful.
Even if, in reality, it was the flamethrower doing that job.
Each squad was supposed to have one.
Half the time it stayed with the company gear. Too specialized.
The brass-cased solution had arrived.
It arrived just in time for the planned invasion of Japan.
A battle that never came.